Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for today's Property Apprentice podcast. My name's Debbie Roberts, one of the owners of Property Apprentice. And today's subject is specifically for those of you who are worried that you're going to miss the boat in the property market. With the property market reaching new record heights just about every month lately, many people are feeling really frustrated about their lack of progress or their ability to purchase. This fear of missing out can result in panic buying. We're hearing a lot of, I'm worried if I don't buy something soon, then I'm going to miss the boat. If that sounds like you, then listen up. There's always another boat on its way. So chill out. What about the recent Reserve Bank announcements? Does the move from 20% deposit up to a 30% deposit for standard residential investment stop you in your tracks? It might stop you for a while if you're using a cash deposit, but if you're using equity in another property you already own, then it probably won't take long before house price increases take care of that problem for you. What about the possible introduction of debt to income ratios, DTIs? At the time of recording, we don't know what that's going to look like, or even if the Reserve Bank of New Zealand will decide to introduce those restrictions. So it's tempting to say don't worry about something that might not happen. But if it does happen, remember that it's unlikely to be the end of the world. Bank lending rules change all the time. In fact, DTIs were how lending was determined less than 2 decades ago, and people were still buying property back then. Banks make their money by lending money, and where there's a will, there's a way. Also remember that all banks are different, so get the help from an independent mortgage advisor who understands property investment and can put your loan application with the bank that best suits your financial position. Here's a suggestion. Speak to a mortgage advisor and get a pre-approval to purchase in place if you can now, as the banks might be able to honour those pre-existing pre-approvals even if the rules change. Goal setting. If the Reserve Bank of New Zealand restrictions affect your ability to purchase for a while, then use your time wisely and make a plan, then stick to it. When the Reserve Bank of New Zealand first introduced loan-to-value restrictions, the LVRs, lots of first-home buyers got frustrated, and instead of continuing to save a bigger deposit, they spent it on cars, holidays, all that sort of stuff. And I wonder how many of those now regret their choices that they made at the time. Buying property doesn't happen automatically, and it's never easy. Whether it's your first purchase or your fifth, the new rules of lending mean that now more than ever, you've got to have a strategic plan in place in order to reach your long-term goals. But first, you have to decide what it is that you want for your long-term goals. More importantly, you should think about why you want them, because it's your why that's going to keep you motivated when it seems like your what is out of reach. Don't be a sucker for someone else's sales pitch. If someone's got a vested financial interest in a property that you're looking at purchasing, maybe because they're the real estate agent or a financial advisor getting a kickback from the developer, do you think they're the best person to get advice from about whether it's a good investment for you? Be clear about what you need from your next property purchase in order to achieve your long-term goals, and you'll avoid becoming a salesperson sucker. Don't make the mistake of buying something because you're afraid of missing the boat, or you might find that you end up buying the anchor instead, which could actually prevent you from moving toward achieving your long-term goals. Property investment has become less about the property and more a game of finance. Remember that property investment is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It should never be urgent. It should be strategic, well-planned, and well thought out, because property investment's a long-term strategy. If that doesn't sound quick enough, exciting enough, or easy enough for you, then perhaps you shouldn't be investing in property.